Neal, obviously a tough afternoon in the end.
Listen, I got massive complaints about the result because the lack of discipline we showed in the second half is what caused the result. We had a game plan, I thought, for 40 minutes. The game plan worked really well. We limited them to very little. We were brave in possession. We played through them. I was probably a little bit critical of our final third stuff. We didn't hurt them enough in there. But the game was going well, and then we have a spell where we get it wrong, we concede. But the second half was disappointing, really disappointing. Even once we've conceded the second, once you go down to 10 men, again, lack of discipline in that. Once you go down to 10 men, you've got to then just establish limitation. You've got to do your jobs. You've got to make it hard for them to score goals, and we didn't. Every time they had a shot, deflect, keeper saved it, their man followed it up. Runners were going in, getting in. People stopped doing their jobs, and that's unacceptable.
I suppose the timing of the goal just before half-time killed us a little bit, didn't it? Like you said, the game plan was being carried out well, and then to concede just before half-time, it takes the game away from you a little bit.
Yeah, but you're away to one of the best teams in the league. You come out second half, you stay in the game, you give yourself a chance. That was the message. Keep staying in the game, you're going to get one or two chances. We didn't. We gave them a second goal, and we lacked discipline. We then get a man sent off stupidly, and put it all together. The second half was an absolute car crash, and for a manager, everything I've worked on for 3-4 days during the week goes out the window. 10 minutes into the second half.
Obviously, a change of formation today, the three at the back. What was the thinking behind that one?
I only had one fullback. So Ben Coker was suspended, Ethan Vaughan was injured. I had one fullback, loads of centre halves, and only one fullback. So I had to try and come up with a system that could get the players on the pitch that we needed on the pitch.
I suppose it's tough after a defeat in that manner, but obviously the game against Wrexham next Monday, I suppose from that opening sort of 42 minutes, I suppose the first half, plenty of positives from there that you can take.
Listen, if I'm honest, the Wrexham home, Wrexham away games, they're always going to be tough. Our season will be defined in January and February. By the end of February, we need to be in a position where we're with a chance of pushing for the playoffs. And Wrexham home and away, if we can get something from next week, great. Away was always going to be tough with their record. Result is a result. The performance was the bit that annoyed me today. It was good for 40 minutes, and then it crumbled.
Obviously 192, making the trip uphill, almost 200. Credit to them on Boxing Day.
Yeah, brilliant. Great atmosphere, great place to come. Just sorry that they ended up with a very limp, disappointing second half. I thought first half we did a lot of things right, second half we didn't, and it's not easy, even with money, to put together a strong team, and Phil's done that. They're powerful, they're strong, they got goals from all angles, and you can talk about keeping their front two quiet, but as you've seen today, it's not that easy.
And obviously, like we say, facing them again next week, it'll be almost full house down the Onco Arena, I'm sure. I mean, how much do we need the fans to get behind us next Monday and pull us through to try and get a result next week? Yeah,
the fans need to play their part, but our players need to have a good week's training now, and we need to learn from what happened today and make sure we give a good account of ourselves, whatever the result, that we give ourselves a chance of getting the result we want.